She's trying to play this good Catholic girl, acting like she didn't know. But she started the text, and she was the first one through the door.
Thank you, Miss Cruz.
Miss Cruz, you made a deal with the DA's office for a reduced sentence in exchange for your testimony, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm also under oath.
Uh-huh. What is that saying? First rat gets the cheese?
Objection.
Sustained.
Nothing further.
I was finishing up a new video for my brother when I got a text from Tori.
Your Honor, the prosecution puts these texts into evidence. Exhibit A. Is this the text you received from Tori?
Yes, I was excited. I had a crush on that girl since like 6th grade. I was like, let's get it.
Can you tell the jury what happened when she arrived?
I opened the door, she and Jasmine were there, and then behind them, G and his crew pushed him with guns. It just popped off. Everyone started shooting. I got shot in the stomach, hand. I lost my spleen, but that doesn't matter because my brother's gone because of me.
Murder! You killed my brother!
Delia, no.
Sit down, young lady. I sympathize with your emotions, but there will be order in this courtroom.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. I'm sorry for your loss.
No questions.
Mr. Miller, you may step down.
Prosecution rests.
We'll begin with the defense's case after lunch. We're adjourned.
He testifies next.
That's right.
I don't think you want to be here for that.
I've missed too much. I'm not leaving her this time.
G pressured me into having sex with him when I was 15.
By G, you mean?
Sorry, David Graham. A few months later, he made me start having sex with other men for money.
Made you?
Yeah, I tried to get away once, but he beat me. One time, he fractured my skull.
Defense Exhibit H. These are x-rays and photos of when she was admitted to Beth Israel, describing her injuries. What happened after that?
Well, I was terrified that he'd beat me again, or worse, so I went along with anything he wanted. He forced me to turn tricks in the back room of the strip club, trap houses. It got rough. I was gang raped several times.
Were there other things that G forced you to do?
Yes. This robbery. It was his idea. I just told him that I knew the guys from the video and it was all he could talk about. And he wouldn't let up until I agreed to text Chris.
What did you think would happen if you refused?
Well, he said that he'd sell me to someone else who would really work me over. And he had a gun in the car. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I feel sick about Chris and Mike. But I was scared. And I had to do it.
Thank you, Tori.
Ms. Wachowski, when you first met Jasmine and G, you were living at home with your mother, correct?
Yes.
You went to school every day, you maintained a straight-A average, and then you went home every night.
I went home after, yes.
And you slept in your own bed, and your mother was there?
Most nights she worked.
But you had access to a phone. You could have called her at any time.
Yeah?
Could have told a teacher, a friend.
I was afraid to tell anyone.
If you were afraid for your life, why didn't you call the police?
Got him.
I didn't think to do that.
Miss Wachowski, did you drink alcohol with Jasmine and G?
Sometimes.
You take drugs?
To get through it, yeah.
Didn't you tell the police in your statement that G would buy you things? Designer clothes, shoes, jewelry?
I didn't want any of that.
But you kept his gifts. You wore them to school, right?
Well, he would have been mad if I didn't.
Didn't you also say to the police in your statement that you wanted G to love you?
Objection.
I'll allow.
Yeah, I did like it. At first.
The drugs, the parties, the excitement, all of it?
I know that this is difficult to understand,
No, it's actually not difficult for me to understand because I'm a former SVU detective. I know that G is a bad guy. He's charismatic, he's manipulative. I also know how hard it is to say no to the life once you get a taste.
I did say no. I tried to say no many times.
Did you? You went to Poland with your mother. You took a 2-week vacation from your supposed trafficking, and then you came back and you resumed your double life. You were never locked in a room. You took drugs, you received expensive gifts, and you partied with celebrity rappers. In fact, you never told anyone that you were being exploited until you were arrested for murder. Isn't that true?
Objection.
Witness may answer.
God.
No, I never told anyone.
So, here is the problem, Miss Wachowski. How is this jury supposed to know if what you're saying now is the truth, or just an excuse to avoid going to prison?
Objection.
Withdrawn. No more questions.
The witness may step down. This court is adjourned until tomorrow.
Yep, we all leave. That's how it's done, Greasy.
That's the way it's done, Dominic. Nice work.
Wow, they used that take?
Do they come back in the room?
No, not to us.